Hi, I'd like to thank you for joining me again to review what's happening here at Karsten Advisors and in the markets in general. Now, the first thing as we begin this video is that you may notice that my appearance is somewhat more shaggy than you may be used to. And this is due to my taking the first spring break that I've ever taken in 20 years of practicing taxation and investment management. So to begin with, I'd like to thank all of my staff for their time and dedication to make that possible. My daughter is a high school senior this year, and this was the first time that I've ever been able to spend that time of year with them, and my staff was the absolute integral part of everything that made it possible for me to do that. Now, looking at my appearance and the beard, you may notice some gray areas in there, and no, those gray areas are not due to any big concerns I have about the equity markets, but they do serve as illustration of my 20 years of experience in the industry. And with that experience, as we approach another market high, we see a market with the Dow and the S&P that are struggling to maintain that high and push through it to new highs. Now, I do believe that the economic recovery here in the U.S. is solid, but it will continue to be slow. And while I think the prospects are good for that continuing recovery here for the economy, the markets, and the employment picture, I remain ever cautious about the world environment, and this is illustrated most by Cyprus and their banking situation, the potential for a bailout, and how that might affect the rest of Europe, as well as the entire world. And so we look at those risks very carefully when we construct the portfolios. And with the U.S. markets near market highs, we're going to use this opportunity to take some profits in some specific individual securities and to exit some positions that we feel may present a little bit too much risk given the economic conditions we see. We still will have a portfolio that does have equities as a core of the portfolio, and we'll continue to look for individual securities that offer good value and good yield as we look to reinvest the proceeds from some of the sales that we'll make this week. My staff will be reaching out to you with phone calls as well as emails to make confirmations on those trades, but as each client's portfolio is slightly different, as always, if you have questions, please feel free to give us a call, and myself, Jeff, Marcus would be happy to talk with you. However, as we go through the coming weeks, I think what you'll see is a reduced focus on equities, more of a focus on income-producing securities, alternative investments, and other ways to more broadly diversify your portfolio. I hope you have a great week. You enjoy this spring weather if you're here in Texas, and wherever you may be, if you're a little further north, that hopefully winter comes to a quick end. Thanks very much for joining me again for a few minutes, and I look forward to talking with you soon. Have a great day.